With over $22,000 worth of additional options and 36,000 miles on the odometer, this is the 2018 Porsche 911 Carrera S. And we have it here today where you're saving $28,000 just by getting it pre-owned. Let's talk about it, spin around it here at Maserati Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg and see why you're gonna want this heavily spec'd 911 Carrera S. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today here at Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg, where we have a pre-owned 2018 911 Carrera S with over $22,000 worth of additional options. Now, this pre-owned model is on sale with around 36,000 miles on the clock. So I want to take a spin around this, show you guys how it held up over that 36,000 miles and show you guys the additional options, original sticker breakdown, and see if this Porsche is going to be right up your alley when it comes to saving around $28,000 off of that MSRP. So no further ado, let's check this thing out, see what it's all about. Now, big shout out to Maserati Alfa Romeo of St. Petersburg for letting me take a spin around this 911. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model that they have here in the inventory, make sure you guys check the link down in the description for their website link. Their phone number is there as well. Give them a call, check out the inventory, and bring these beautiful cars off of this lot and out there on the streets today. So for those who are not familiar with the 2018 911 Carrera S, well, keep in mind that there was a couple of new things for the 2018 model year. The biggest news was the 911 Carrera T model. According to Porsche, the T stands for Touring, which has been lowered, lightened, and simplified for a pure driving experience. And although it lacked in some luxuries like the other Carrera models that we see, well, it still proves the same thrills. The rest of the lineup, well, that saw minor changes for 2018, some of which provide options for more power, more luxury, more opportunities for customization as well. Let's talk about underneath the hood, power and performance, because, well, it's a hood, right? It's in the rear, and we have a latch there. That's basically what we see when it comes to these Porsche models. We have access to our reservoirs there, and then our fans and extraction for cooling with our Carrera 3.0 S badging there as well. Now, let's talk about that 3.0 S because we are looking at a 3-liter twin-turbo flat 6, 420 horsepower, 368 pound-feet of torque. Now, that 0 to 60 time is going to be in around 3.7 seconds. Your top speed all the way up to 191 miles per hour. Now, since we have that sport exhaust here, well, it's probably good to let you hear how all of that sounds. Now, when we mention dimensions of this 2018 911 Carrera S, well, we're looking at an overall wheelbase of 95.6 inches or 2,450 millimeters. We're looking at a length at 177.1 inches or 4,499 millimeters. We're looking at a width of 71.2 inches, 1,808 millimeters. And we're looking at a height at 50.9 inches, 1,294 millimeters, with an overall curb weight of around 3,362 pounds, 1,525 kilograms. Now, as I mentioned, this 911 Carrera is loaded up. Now, the color is just a standard black color, right? All right, so that's great. But we have things like the PDK. We have things like the 20-inch 911 turbo wheels. We have the electric slide and tilting sunroof with the glass Bose surround system. We also have things like the Spro Chrono clock. We have all kinds of things, premium package. I mean, you guys are gonna love this sport package. It's all here. So with that said, let's start off up front. As you guys know, I like to show off how the car has held up, and with 36,000 miles plus on the clock, you guys will get the exact reading in just a moment. You have to see how we did, all right? So looking pretty good. Porsche emblem here, of course, looking brilliant. We have our headlighting units. We'll have those illuminated so you guys can see them using those illuminations shortly. Looking brilliant with the reflectors there on the side. Plastic cladding for the inlays here with the integrated sensors, of course, functional with our DRLs down here as well. And you guys can see our integrated sensors in the bumper with the functional feed through right here on the front half as well. It actually looks like it held up really good when it comes to the front fascia. Everything looks immaculate when it comes to its overall aesthetics. So first things first, let's take a look at this and get a good look at that aggressive front end. Let me know what you guys think when it comes to this Carrera S. When it comes to the side profile, well, it's gonna give that classic Porsche silhouette that you're gonna expect from the Carrera S. And we do have option out, as I mentioned, the 20-inch 911 turbo wheels. So of course, red calipers with the white script. We have the drilled rotors when it comes to those discs. And of course, we have the Pirelli tires. Yes, we're gonna get the P0s on here as well with this setup. Now, when it comes to the side profile here, you're gonna notice that we do have part of our sports package is our sport design side mirrors. As you guys can see, it has a functional feed through there as well. So that mirror is definitely doing this thing when it comes to overall aerodynamics. You guys will see black when it comes to the door handle to match up with the paint here as well. And then when it comes to our whole setup, the glass, the sloping roof there, you guys can see that all very seamless there as well with the big roof here when it comes to the power sliding glass on that sunroof. And then we'll get to the rear in just a moment because there's a couple things that I need to show you guys. But again, very slick, very sleek, very sporty, very Porsche Carrera when it comes to this S. Now the rear profile, again, simple and performative when it comes to this Carrera S. You guys see it. And of course, I had to flip up the wing. Once we get inside, there's a button to do this manually, to flip it up or keep it down. I just love the silhouette when that wing is up. It looks absolutely brilliant. So as you guys can see, we do have our integrated third brake light here as well. Functional vertical vents when it comes to the top half, horizontal when it comes to the functional breathable half underneath. And then you guys will see that we do have our wing up, as I mentioned, looking really cool with the integrated light there as well, as you guys can see hidden underneath. The Porsche design when it comes to the tail lamps. Again, we have that illuminated very shortly because they are iconic. And then we have Porsche 911 Carrera S done in our script right there in chrome. Now you guys will also see matching the same elements when it comes to the brake lights and the third brake light and everything there is our horizontal light reflectors there as well. We also have functional feed through as well here. You guys can see it on the side. And then we have the rear diffuser done with the plastic cladding and the dual chrome exhaust tips that you guys heard earlier. That is them in all of their glory. Look at this rear profile. Tell me it doesn't look brilliant when it comes to this 911 Carrera S. Now, when we talk about front space for this 911, well, we're looking at around 5.1 cubic feet. So it's pretty deep back here. As you guys can see, we can stow a couple things like car covers and duffel bags and everything else underneath here. So it's a pretty good amount of space, more than you would think. And when it comes to fuel economy, we're looking at 24, 22, 28. That means 24 combined city and highway, 22 for the city, 28 for the highway, and of course premium fuel goes inside of this 911 Carrera S. Now, as promised, I wanted to show off the lighting units when it came to this Carrera S. As you guys can see, everything's working just well when it comes to the headlights, high beams, low beams. As you guys can see in that housing, the DRL, switchback turn indicators between bright white and amber. And then of course you have your reflector right there on the side because American standards. Now you also see our tail lamps there as well with the lighting units lit up there as well. Looking absolutely brilliant. What do you guys think when it comes to illumination on this 911 Carrera S? Before we check out the interior of this Carrera S, of course we got to check out the key fob before we have to put it in the ignition, right? And of course it's in the shape of a Porsche because that's how they do, right? Now you see the Porsche crest right up top. You guys will see the indicator light with unlock, lock, and you also have your front release there as well. So let's stick her in, put on the brake, twist, whew, and that flag 6 is brought to life. As you guys can see, all blacked out when it comes to the interior, and you guys will also see that that roof there is letting in all that natural light. But with our rear seating, you guys can see that's all open when it comes to the seat pillar glass and then the rear there as well. Now let's turn down this HVAC. I know it's hot here in Florida. I know, lucky us, right? But I want to turn that down so you guys can hear everything here. Now, first things first, the seating here, you can see perforation, ventilation when it comes to these seats, and heating. All right, so you have both. You also see the red seat belts here to complement everything here. And you guys will see all this stuff in the sticker breakdown. Now, when it comes to the door paneling here, you guys will see we have the soft touches all throughout. We do have the aluminum door handle here with our seat memory here, window controls, and our mirror controls. With our Bose sound system, you'll see that in the sticker breakdown as well. Our nice leather wrap here with the stitching on the door pull and armrest with extra storage pockets here as well. And then you guys will see right there, the side still done with Carrera S. You'll also see we do have our seat adjustments right down here as well, done in that nice aluminum plate and finishes. And then we do have our front release and our front release and our engine bay release It's hard to say because, you know, the trunk is in the front, of course, and then that's how you open up your hood. All right, now with that said, we do have the Porsche branded badging when it comes to the overall stitching in the carpet. And then, of course, our dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal right underneath. Electric parking brake is right underneath here as well. While I have the door open, it's a little easier to see. 3-spoke design steering wheel, leather wrapped with stitching, and I love this steering wheel setup, obviously with the functional feed-throughs, the nice aluminum finishes, the Porsche crest front and center on the airbag, looking brilliant. Now you guys will see that behind here we do have also our controls when it comes to driver assistance, right? All right, you also have a adjustable telescopic steering wheel, all right, and it's power adjust as I'm moving forward, as I'm moving backwards, all that stuff, go down, go up. All right, so we have it all there. And then you guys will see the paddle shifters mounted to the steering wheel, so you always know where they are, other than that nice aluminum finish. You will also see we do have our stalks back here as well with our voice controls and high beam light controls. And then on this side here, you guys will see we have our wipers when it comes to that there as well. Now, we do have a rear wiper on this model, as you guys saw. All right, so that is a really cool thing, right? And then you will also see that on our steering wheel, we do have some controls that you guys will know. All right, things like our menu buttons, things like our phone buttons, things like our drive mode selectors. All right, so you guys can see we do have our analog dials right up top here as well. Oh, and our trunk is open. So actually, let me just real time close that. And again, we have that rear wiper I want to mention. So trunk is open. There we go. All right, now it should be closed, which is an option you guys will see in the sticker breakdown. I just have to mention that because you don't see too many here. So now it shows that our trunk isn't open. Okay, so there we go. I just wanted to make sure that was clear so you guys could see it, because now we can see everything else. All right, so you have all of your controls here. So I do have my scrollies here where I can scroll between things. So you can see the right-hand side is scrolling between whatever information I have there, navigation, things like that, phone, Bluetooth, audio, vehicle, all that stuff there. Now, when it comes to your left scrollie here, that is actually going to be for your audio. Yep, and you have your hands-free radio there as well. Now, on this side, you also see that we have our drive mode selector, all right, where we can go into Sport, we can go into Sport Plus, and then we can go into Individual. This will be normal mode, and you see it all here, right there on the right-hand side, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. All right, so you have your dials there as well. Beautiful tactiles when it comes to this whole setup. Dash looks beautiful. You guys will see we have aluminum trim when it comes to our HVAC and the dash setup. Right there, our low beam light controls here as well. You also see that's where we have the ignition, and then of course the electric parking brake. Up top, we have that Chronos clock. Part of an option here, you guys will see. It looks absolutely stunning. Looks like a watch, really. I mean, it's a Chronos clock, so it makes sense, right? But that's how cool it is, and it's just one of those things you should have in the Porsches. Now, you will also see silver when it comes to over the glove box here, nice silver trim, and then you have the glove box there, all right, with the USB 2.0 plug-in. Now you also see our instrument cluster here, all right, with our infotainment screen there, and of course, this is a touch screen, all right, so you have everything here when it comes to all your settings. Now, you don't necessarily have to use everything here when it comes to the touch screen, all right, but this is just a good way to go forward when it comes to all these things. Now, with that said, you do have, yes, this is 2018, so you do have a CD player here. That is where you put discs to play music. There's an eject button right there as well. Let's see if there's a CD in there. There's no CD in there. But yeah, some of you youngins might not know what a CD player is. Don't ask. It's just, it plays music and other things like that. You have your media source and buttons, everything like here, physical controls, your HVAC temperature, all right, dual zone, heated and ventilated seats, and your climate controls, all those settings with the fan speed right here as well, all right? So all those buttons you're used to. We have our gear selector here, all right? Nice aluminum trim all throughout with this center console, beautiful. Go all the way into drive. We can go left and we can go into a manual mode here as well, all right? Up for neutral and then reverse. All right, reverse should bring up that backup camera as you guys see here. All right, look pretty good viewable for the backup camera for sure. And then you guys will see the 911 badging right there as well. With the hazard buttons, locks for the doors there. We do have our button to raise or lower our spoiler. All right, so I have it raised. I'm gonna lower it for you guys. So I think I pressed it, that lowered it. You can also open up our sport exhaust here as well. And then we also have our start stop button. We have our controls here for our sunshade, power adjust, and our glass when it comes to our roof. And then you guys will see the dampers button there, all right, to soften the dampers, and traction off button right there as well. Now underneath here, extra stowage. And then you have the armrest here with the stitching. Open that up. Wireless phone charging pad right there with a USB 2.0 plug in there as well. Now, your back seating, they are suggestive because they're not really seats, but they are. And they do have red seat belts. You can seat people back here, but they're going to have to be little people, that's for sure. So they are there, but just have to show that off. You have the soft touches when it comes to your headliner, all right, and everything up top here as well. Your pillars looking brilliant when that's set up. And then, of course, you do have your rearview mirror. You have your home link controls for your garage door opener, your dome lights, everything like that. You do have a mirror and light on both the driver and passenger side. That's really nice. This whole setup, I mean, this looks clean. This held up quite well when it comes to a 2018 model. If you guys can look at the seats and everything like that, they held up really well. I mean, this interior is pretty immaculate for this model for having 36,530 miles as of recording this video on it. So again, we're doing pretty good with this Carrera S. I want to know what you guys think about this setup. Is it beautiful? Is this interior spec what you guys love out of the Carrera? Now, we have the original Monroney or window sticker of this Porsche 911 Carrera S. So let's go over the breakdown because we start life at $105,100. After our additional options, which I said around $22,000, and our destination charge of $1,050, we're looking at a total price before our discount today at $128,410. Now, I'll give you the discounted price in just a moment, but let's go over the options breakdown because we do have black paint and standard black interior that are both $0 free of charge. Now, our Porsche PDK, that's $3,210. We have the rear wiper at $370 with the 20-inch 911 turbo wheels, $2,380. Now, our ornamental Porsche crest is $0. And our premium package with the power sport seats, that is $620. It will also give us the Porsche dynamic light system, auto dimming mirrors, and the seat heating in the front. Now, our last option here, and you guys are gonna get a little closer there, is a big one. It is our sport package at $6,980. Now, that gives us the sport exhaust system, the GT Sport steering wheel, the rear axle steering, the sport chrono package, and the sport design side mirrors. So you have it all broken down for you guys. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I want you guys to pause, zoom in, screenshot, do what you guys need to do to see everything that comes as your options. And then our standard equipment here as well, technical and mechanical, safety and environment, and comfort and convenience. Make sure you guys break it all down by zooming in, pausing, screenshot, or go to Maserati or Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg's website and get the full sticker breakdown so you guys can see everything that comes on this 2018 911 Carrera S. All right, so now that we know that the MSRP is $128,410, what are we saving? Well, Maserati Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg is selling this 911 Carrera S at $99,898. $99,898. So with the $128,410 price tag, you're saving $28,512 just by getting this pre-owned. $28,512. So with that said, at this price point with these options on it, what are you guys thinking about this Carrera S? You've seen how well it held up. Is it worth that price point? Drop those comments down below. So with a starting price of $148,410 and now saving over $28,000 and getting this for $99,898, what do you guys feel about this 911 Carrera S? Drop those comments down below. Do you guys love this spec? Did it hold up pretty well when it comes to this 2018 model year? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, of course, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for Maserati and Alfa Romeo St. Petersburg's website link and their phone number where you guys can check out their inventory and give them a call so you guys can get these beautiful cars off of this lot and in your driveway today. Make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss my video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.